Mexico's surveillance scandal has widened to include a pair of prominent human rights attorneys investigating a multiple homicide case whose victims include a photojournalist and an activist. The Internet watchdog Citizen Lab said lawyers Carla Michelle Salas and David Peña were targeted in 2015, weeks after they questioned prosecutors' handling of the killings of activist Nadia Vera, journalist Ruben Espinosa and 3 other women in a Mexico City apartment in July that year. The victims were tortured and shot dead. Mexican spy scandal escalates as study shows software targeted opposition. Read more. The lawyers' cell phones were targeted by messages designed to infect them with the same spyware that Citizen Lab previously determined was sent to 19 Mexican individuals or groups, the cyber sleuths said in a research note. One said she believed her phone was infected by it. Other Mexican targets of the sophisticated Pegasus spyware, made by Israel-based NSO groups, have included journalists investigating high-level corruption, opposition politicians and activists, and international experts critical of the government's investigation into the 2014 disappearance of 43 students from a rural teachers' college. NSO Group says it sells Pegasus, which lets attackers siphon away the contents of cell phones and clandestinely convert them into eavesdropping devices, to governments only for use against criminals and terrorists. University of Toronto-based Citizen Lab said those conditions were clearly violated in Mexico, though it says it has no conclusive proof of government involvement. Enrique Peña Nieto has dismissed any suggestion that his government is responsible. The Attorney General's office, one of the state agencies that bought Pegasus, has opened an investigation, but victims have said they doubt its impartiality and have called for an independent international investigation. John Scott Railton, a senior Citizen Lab researcher, said, "A pattern has emerged in the Mexico cases. Lawyers and investigators whose work contradicts official accounts have been targeted with NSO spyware on at least 3 occasions." Salas and Peña were both targeted with links sent to their cell phones that Citizen Lab said pointed back to the same online infrastructure used to sow the Pegasus malware in the other Mexico cases. "I think the only people interested in spying on us are state agents," Salas told the Associated Press. Peña said he didn't fall for either of 2 infection attempts.